It's another time for Power Wheel, a program produced by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, to showcase the prospects, challenges, and the milestones attained by TCN and the power sector. Ensure you're staying safe and keep practicing the preventive measures that would help to flatten the transmission curve of the coronavirus. This episode is specially packaged for your viewing delight with a variety of informative reports. First, we bring you the headlines. West African Power Pool WAP team visits TCN MD management staff to strengthen collaborations for regional power projects. Senate Committee on Power visits NERC, inspects power projects. TCN reports another 330 kV power transmission line vandalism in Abuja. On the interview segment, you will be hearing from the Regional Transmission Manager, RTM of Bazzau Region of TCN, Engineer Ali Ibrahim Sharifai, who will enlighten you more about the bulk power wheeling activities at the region. Stay with us for the rest of the report. I am Chinwenwa Anyanwu. A team from the West African Power Pool WAP has paid a courtesy visit to the new Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Transmission Company of Nigeria and his management team to strengthen collaborations for regional power projects.
The WAP Project Coordination Team, which visited the TCN management team at the TCN corporate headquarters in Abuja, was led by the Director of the North Core Transmission Project, Engineer Meilali Jibril. The North Core Transmission Project, a WAP launched in 2019 to construct about 800 kilometer length of 330 kilovolt power transmission line that will strengthen bulk electricity access among Nigeria, Niger Republic, and up to Burkina Faso. Engineer Jibril said the essence of the visit was for his team members to congratulate the new MD, CEO of TCN, Engineer Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz. He also informed the new head of TCN about the various projects WAP was executing, especially the North Core project, which has its coordination office in Abuja. Responding, Engineer Abdulaziz welcomed the WAP officials to TCN as he reiterated the commitment of TCN towards supporting the success of the North Core project. He also said TCN was going to work on aspects of procuring the process for the right of way for the project section in Nigeria.
We are going to do our best to see that we provide security. And whatever you need in that aspect, please, you should let us know, because we are the one hosting you. Then on the environment issue, you are talking of the right of way. It is TCN that is going to do that.
Engineer Abdulaziz further assured of his availability to support the team on the WAP project whenever he was needed.
Thank you once again for this kind visit, and I hope it will continue. And anytime you have issues, even if not in a meeting, at least since you are very close, you can always come.
Speaking shortly after the meeting, Engineer Meilali explained the core reason for the meeting with the TCN top officials.
We came to congratulate the new management of TCN and to give a feedback on the WAP North Core project implementation status. That was really the main reason for that visit to TCN.
The Senate Committee on Power has paid an oversight visit to the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC, to understand the efforts of NERC on the power sector regulation. The committee also inspected some power projects in Abuja.
Chairman of the Senate Committee on Power, Senator Gabriel Suzwan, said the visit to NERC was to enable the lawmakers have better understanding of the regulatory issues.
The essence of this visit was for us to have a better appreciation of the challenges that we face as a regulator. We would have sat in our offices and invited you to come brief us. But we are not Thomas that seeing is believing. What the eye sees, the eyes, the body appreciate it better. That is the essence of our being there. And what we've seen clearly shows to us that there's a lot that needs to be done. When you are saddled with such enormous responsibility as you are, there is a need for you to have a very good environment.
He charged NEC to work more towards resolving the power sector challenges.
I want once again appreciate the presentation. I think we're better educated than we came here as far as some of the challenges in the power sector are concerned. So if there are questions that we have, we ask them at some other time. Invite you people, clarify some of the things say here and some of the things which we think. But for today, we want to once again thank you very much.
The chairman of NEC, Professor James Momo, welcomed the federal lawmakers to the Commission's headquarters. In a presentation, he gave an overview about the regulatory activities of NEC in the Nigerian electricity supply industry, NESI.
The focus area has been in the area of financial sustainability of NESI, where we look at all the liquidity challenges, all the minimum remittance issue, all the tariff issue, and appropriation, making sure it's always reflective as you could tell, and of course making sure that the role of government in providing subsidy is already calculated to overcome deficit.
Professor Momo said NEC was ensuring that more investment are done in the power sector value chain to meet the growing demand of power supply.
And NEC here we put together staff committees to monitor and to evaluate the agreement made by TCN and DSTV that they will improve this interface challenge, and they will solve, they will provide capacitor where it is needed, they will put transformer where it is needed, they will do a coordinated plan, they will fix their relays, they will minimize the outage challenges they have. We are monitoring them, we are pushing them to work together, we are bringing them to the NEC Commission to pretend the differences of the day. In addition, we are even bringing the government, the state government, and from the tripartite agreement to work with them to make sure that they do meet their obligation.
The officials of the Federal Ministry of Power and the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, also led members of the committee on an inspection visit to some power projects in Abuja. At the main campus of the University of Abuja, the Director of Electricity Distribution Services, Engineer Briskila Sapke from the Power Ministry, said a dedicated 330 kilovolt power distribution line is being constructed to link with the mini campus in the Gwagwalada area of the FCT.
This is the main campus, but this project is going to link with the other campus.
Dedicated line
From transmission station.
Engineer Sapke further explained the impacts of the dedicated power line being provided for the university.
Right now, they are feeding from the public line, whereby if it's not stable, it's not reliable. And but when it is dedicated on the 33 kV line, like the project manager says, if there's going to be any outage or anything, they will notify them.
The Vice Chancellor of the university, Professor Abdul Rashid Na'Allah, said the project was critical to the operations of the university as power supply was central to that.
This is a very important project to the university. The project that is connecting us to national grid, that is giving us what is called a dedicated line. This perhaps is one of the most important projects that we can ever have as a university. The reason being that power is at the center of virtually everything that we do. Right now, we are struggling as a university, just like many universities in Nigeria. We depend almost entirely on diesel, and the regular electricity that we have.
At the headquarters of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Engineer Sapki said another dedicated 330 kV power line has been constructed to boost power supply to the facility in collaboration with the Abuja Electricity Distribution Company, AEDC.
Power Wheel continues after this break.
Verify that land before you buy it. To drastically reduce the incidence of building under the transmission right-of-way or encroaching on designated TCN land, members of the public are hereby requested to verify land near or along transmission line route before purchasing it. Verification should be made in the Land Development Authority or at the TCN office. This would help in drastically reducing the incidence of building under transmission line right-of-way and save us all the problem of pulling down the structure or truncating transmission line expansion projects in your community due to court injunction. Help us serve you better. Verify that land before you buy it.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has reported another act of vandalism on the 330 kilovolts Gwagwalada to Katampe power transmission line in Abuja. The company had recently completed repair works and energized the 330 kV Shiroro to Gwagwalada power transmission line, which was vandalized earlier.
At least 3 towers, Tower 67 to Tower 69, were affected, with other accessories damaged on the bulk power transmission line. The work to fix the vandalized power line was ongoing when the Power Wheel crew visited the site. The principal manager transmission in the Abuja region of TCN, Engineer Musa Shuaibu, said the sabotage was coming less than 2 weeks after the nearby 330 kV Shiroro to Gwagwalada transmission line was fixed and energized after it was vandalized.
It's not more than 9 days ago we finished one, somewhere around the go, which you are aware. And look at what happened here now. It's disheartening.
The TCN in-house engineers were busy at work to ensure that the power line was fixed and restored to service immediately.
If you are here very early, you see they take their breakfast here. They take their breakfast here. So it's only when we have issue, maybe there's one thing we need or other, then somebody will now rush to town. Or if I'm coming, or I may send the driver, what they're looking for, they tell me I pick, then we'll bring it down here. In case, but virtually if you come here, 7:30, you see everybody work is going on. And you can see what, if you are here yesterday, it's just today you see us coming here. We are about 4 towers away from here, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday. So you can see where we are today now. So luckily you can see that one has been brought down, has been repaired. God willing, we pray that the weather will be fine with us. I'm assuring that tomorrow, God willing, tomorrow we are going to energize the line back.
Engineer Shuaibu described the spate of vandalism of power lines as a national security issue that has been given top priority by the management of TCN.
There's something before the top management. I think this is a national security issue. It's a national security issue, so the federal government has to come in. Because it's coming more and more rampant. In fact, at times you can see the way we're working here, we're scared. They can come and attack.
Speaking on the effect of the sabotage, the TCN official said it resulted in the power load loss, just as he appealed to members of the public to safeguard these bulk power transmission facilities.
There's going to be load loss. Like this line is supposed to carry about 200 megawatts on that particular line. Now it's out. It's out. My appeal to the general public is this. If you have any of your relation or a spouse that's involved in this, please plead with that person or plead with that group of people. It will not go well when the federal government is trying to see that we stabilize the power issue. Then some riff-raffs or some idiots, because of the little gains they are going to make or the like, you tend to pull the government down. Please, my appeal to the general public is that if you know or you have anybody that is involved in this, talk to them. We can't grow with this kind of attitude we are doing.
The manager, lines at the Apo transmission sub-region of Abuja region, Engineer Umar Abubakar, said the sabotage affected 2 spans of the transmission towers.
They cut our conductor, almost 2 spans. As you can see, we are trying our best to see how we can replace them now. About complete 1 span has been taken away, and almost 4 spans, all our spacers have been damaged. So we have to see how we can be able to at least fix very few of them, because we don't have enough to replace them with.
On the measures in place to forestall reoccurrence, Engineer Abubakar said TCN was working with members of the vigilante group to track and nab prospective vandals.
We have some vigilantes we able to employ and be guarding through this our transmission line. But I think more has to be done, because these people, they come in full force, and it has not been easy. It's repeating itself severally.
Continuing our exploration of the 9 regions of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Power Wheel brings to you the sight and sound of the Bazzau region of TCN. Our interview session is with the Regional Transmission Manager, RTM of Bazzau Region, Engineer Ali Ibrahim Sherifai, as he speaks about the bulk power wheeling activities at the region.
What is the bulk power wheeling capacity of the region?
Our bulk power wheeling capacity on 330 kV circuits, we have 1050 MVA. That is, we have 7 number 150 MVA 330 132.3 kV transformers, while on the 132 kV circuits we are having 28 numbers 132.3 kV transformers of different make, 60 MVA, 45 MVA, 40 MVA, 30 MVA, and 15 MVA, which is totaling 1,200 MVA. That's the total wheeling capacity. We are covering Bauchi, Gombe, Yobe, Borno, Adamawa, Taraba, Plateau State, and some part of Kaduna State.
What major projects have TCN executed in Bazzau region?
We made a lot of executions here. In 2018, I could remember September, the major big work that we did was in Damatu. We commissioned the station, which has 1 by 150 MVA 330 132 3 kV transformer, and 1 by 75 MVA MVAR power reactor, and these equipments together with their base were commissioned in September 2018. October 2018 also we commissioned the 60 MVA that is there in that same Damatu, 1 by 60 MVA 132.3 kV transformer, including its 3 number outgoing 3 kV feeders. In Molai, which is located in Maiduguri, also we commissioned 1 by 150 MVA 330 132.3 kV power transformer, and 1 by 75 MVA reactor. In 2019 March, in Gombe, there is one of the circuit breaker that was problematic. It was replaced with a brand new Crompton Greaves 330 kV. Also in April, we were able to go back to Molai and commission 1/60 MVA 132.3 kV transformer, including it is 3 number 3 kV feeders outgoing. In 2020, that is February, CB1 330 kV Siemens breaker also that was obsolete and was faulty. Our in-house engineers replaced it with 330 kV Crompton briefs. And then in April 2020, our in-house were able to replace 2 number 132 kV bypass structure. There was a problem with our tower 29. Water washed the tower 29, which is inside the river. So our engineers were able to construct a 2 number 132 kV bypass structures. So in 2020, April, these 2 number 132 kV bypass structures were replaced with a 2 number 132 kV tower structures. And we have some of the erosion treating towers, which is civil work also. We did a lot on 330, 132 kV, both in Gombe, Yola, and Jos sub-region.
What is the major projection about delivering on the crucial power transmission projects this year?
The projection in terms of the new projects, there are some of the projects that are supposed to even kick up. Some of the contractors have started coming to inspect the sites where those projects are going to be carried out. And also some of the projects that are ongoing, as I said, because of the project of the COVID, now that the lockdown has been eased to some certain aspect, we are hoping in this last quarter that is coming, some of the projects will kick up and they will progress. And some that are almost about to be finished, we hope in this third quarter, fourth quarter that is coming of this year, or beginning of the first quarter of 2021. We are hoping those projects will finish, will be completed.
That was an interview with the Regional Transmission Manager, RTM of Bazzau Region of TCN, Engineer Ali Sharifai, who spoke about the bulk power wheeling activities in the region. We'll bring you more informative interviews from top officials in the company in subsequent editions. That's all we've got on this edition. We promise to be back next week on Power Wheel. This episode and the previous ones are available on our YouTube channel. You can always interact with us on these platforms as you support TCN in realizing its goals of advanced bulk electricity transmission services. Coronavirus is real. Tens of thousands have died around the world. Wouldn't you rather stay safe? Observe the NCDC guidelines and do not ignore them. Please stay safe and stay alive. I am Chinwenwa Anyao. See you next time.